Night changes everything. Distances feel longer, sounds feel softer, and mistakes hide more easily. At 35,000 feet, the world below disappears. The ocean becomes invisible. The horizon vanishes. In the early hours of June 1st, 2009, an aircraft crossed the Atlantic. Routine, modern, unremarkable. Its systems were trusted, its pilots trained, its path familiar. And yet, in the dark, above open water, a sequence began that no one would interrupt. This is not a story of explosion or fire. It is a story of confusion, of seconds stretching into minutes, of a machine that stopped explaining itself. This is the story of Air France Flight 447.
Noctra.
Flight 447 departed Rio de Janeiro bound for Paris. 228 people on board, passengers sleeping, cabin lights dimmed. The aircraft, an Airbus A330, was among the most advanced of its time. Fly-by-wire controls, redundant systems, layers of protection. The crew settled into the long crossing. Weather ahead was noted. Towering storms common near the equator. Nothing unusual, nothing alarming. The aircraft climbed smoothly into the night. Ahead lay a line of thunderstorms, vast, shifting, alive. At altitude, ice crystals filled the air. Invisible, dangerous. As the aircraft passed near the storm, 3 small sensors, pitot tubes, began to ice over. A minor failure, common, expected. But suddenly the aircraft no longer trusted its own speed. Warnings sounded. Autopilot disengaged. Control was handed back to human hands. The pilots were not warned of danger, only uncertainty. Speed readings disagreed. Alarms contradicted one another. The aircraft did not say, "You are stalling." It said, "I am confused." In response, the controls were pulled back. The nose rose, the climb increased. At 35,000 feet, there was nowhere left to climb. The aircraft began to slow. The aircraft entered a stall, not violently, not dramatically, quietly. The wings lost lift. The nose remained high. The engines continued running. For over 3 minutes, the plane fell. Fully controllable, yet misunderstood. The pilots did not recognize the stall. They believed they were climbing. Outside, the ocean waited, unseen. Warnings came and went. Sometimes the stall alarm sounded. Sometimes it stopped. Too slow, too fast, too quiet. The aircraft asked for a response it never clearly explained. At no point did anything break. At no point did the plane lose power. It simply continued downward. The ocean rose to meet it. At 2:14 a.m., Air France Flight 447 struck the Atlantic Ocean. There was no explosion, no mayday. The aircraft hit nearly flat at high speed. And in an instant, everything ended. The ocean closed above the wreckage, leaving no sign on the surface. Only silence. For days, the aircraft was simply missing. Search crews found debris, then bodies, then nothing more. The wreck lay beyond reach, 4,000 meters below. For 2 years, the answers remained buried. When the flight recorders were finally recovered, they spoke plainly. The plane had done exactly what it was told. Air France 447 was not brought down by weather or violence or mechanical failure. It was brought down by misunderstanding, by automation that stepped away without explanation, by humans trying to make sense of a machine that spoke in riddles. Above the ocean, at night, that was enough. The accident changed aviation. Training was rewritten, sensors redesigned, assumptions challenged, but the lesson remains. Modern systems do not fail loudly, they fail quietly, and when confusion lasts longer than clarity, altitude disappears. 228 lives ended over the Atlantic that night. No mystery remains. only understanding. And far below the surface, where light cannot reach, the ocean holds the rest. To explore more mysteries like this, subscribe and join us on the next journey into the unknown.